Oh man, what's up everybody? Matt Van Buren here, aka Gutter. Some of you may know. Oh, I got another epic story for you guys today. So I can't even keep a straight face when I'm telling this. This is hilarious. This is crazy. So my 12:30 appointment today. All right, I go to this guy's house. He sent in the mortgage protection, so I go over there and talk to him about a mortgage protection plan. I go to the front door. It's like 12:30 in the afternoon. This dude's got his front door wide open. Okay, got the front door wide open. Sitting there. He's in a robe. Okay, he's in a robe with no shirt on, no underwear, no shorts, no nothing. Just sitting there, freaking airing out his meat, like just full package, just hanging out, just chilling. I'm like, is this really happening right now? So I walk up to the door and I'm like, hey, what's up, man? And I say, hey, what's up, John? He's like, oh, hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up? Come on in, buddy. Come on in. And I'm like, all right. So I go in there. Throws a towel over his package real quick, you know. And he's like, sit down, buddy, sit down. What's going on with you, man? What's going on with you? I was like, nothing, man. How you doing? So sitting here, I'm going over, you know. So I'm here to go over the mortgage protection with you. Remember setting the appointment yesterday? This guy's wasted, like doesn't even remember. Drunk. Talked to me yesterday. I think he was definitely drunk yesterday now that I met him and like saw he was definitely drunk yesterday on the phone. I could tell by the way he was talking. So he's like, yeah, what's this mortgage protection plan? Blah blah blah. Let me hear about it. so I started telling him how the policy works and stuff, and he's like, oh, okay. He's like, you know what? He's like, I ain't buying shit. And I was like, okay. I said, I got you. I said, well, why'd you have me come over here then? I said, why'd you fill out the form, and why'd you set the appointment with me? And I don't remember what he said, but we started talking, you know. I'm asking him, I said, you married, you know, you got a wife, you got kids? He's like, yeah, I got a wife, but he's like, I don't even like her. So like, at this point, like, I'm trying to keep a straight face. I'm like putting my hand over my face because this guy's got me rolling, sitting on his couch. He's like, yeah, I don't really like her, blah blah blah. I was like, okay. I said, is your wife coming home soon? I said, you know, where's she at? He's like, yeah, she went to the store to get some ice cream or something. He's like, I don't know, fuck her, who cares? It's just like, all right, I got you, buddy. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, all right, this guy's out of it. Like, I can tell he's been drinking. And I'm like, I was like, you know, I had some time between my next appointment. See, a rookie, I'm gonna tell y'all, this is a veteran move I pulled. A rookie guy would have just got up and left and been like, I'm never going to sell this guy a policy. This guy's out of his mind. But I knew I had to stay to talk to this dude's wife. I was like, I got to see what the wife's talking about, because this guy's out of his mind. Maybe his wife sent the form in. Maybe she's got a little more sense. So I'm like, all right, I got 30 minutes to burn until this guy's wife gets home, maybe. And I said, if nothing else, then I can just sit here and talk to him for 30 minutes. He's going to entertain me. So I start talking to him. He's like talking about being in the military. This dude's like 62 years old, talking about the military and everything, like just drunk out of his mind. And I said, all right. So I said, you got kids or something? You know, I said, you guys got kids too? He's like, yeah, I got 2 of them back there in the room back there. He's like, they're fucking worthless, blah blah blah. Okay. He said, they ain't got a job, they ain't doing nothing. I was like, cool. And then, so he's like, I'm not buying any mortgage protection. I said, okay. I said, well, what do you got in place now? What's protecting you now? I said, if something happens to you, I said, what's that situation look like for your wife? He's like, I don't give a shit. He's like, I'm going to be gone. He He's like, she can go get another job. It's like, I can't even keep a straight face with this guy. I'm like, this guy is serious. I've never heard anything like this in my life. This guy's dead serious. He's like, she can go get another job. And I'm like, once I like get a hold of myself, I'm like, okay. I'm like, really? I was like, that's how you talk about your wife? I'm like, don't you feel like you're being a little selfish right now? Like, don't you feel a little selfish saying that? And he's like, hell no. He's like, I don't even like her. He's like, I don't give a shit. And I'm just like, this guy's out of his mind. So then he starts telling me he's got like 3 different IDs. He pulls out like 3 different IDs and like 3 different social security cards. He's like, yeah, he's like, never give him your real name. That's something I gotta tell you. Never give him your real name. And I'm like, okay, got you. And I said, well, which name do you give him then? He said, well, it just depends which bank you're going to. That depends which name you're gonna give him. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, maybe I should leave. Like, maybe this dude's like a freaking ex-felon or something crazy, like gonna try to pull a gun on me or something. So, which wouldn't be the first time that happened, by the way, but that's a story for another day. But, so, this dude's like, yeah, talking about his IDs, and he's like, both of my other kids are millionaires. He said, let me tell you what you do. He was, this guy's so drunk, he's like, let me tell you what you do. He's like, you want to get rich? He's like, you gotta buy gold. He's like, you gotta get some gold bars and put them in the safety deposit box. And I'm just like, this guy's out of his freaking mind. So, shortly after that, his wife gets home. Super nice lady. And his wife's like, talking to me, you know. She's like, yeah, telling her about the mortgage protection. She's like, oh, yeah, we need that. That's why we filled that out. And he's like, we don't need that. I ain't buying shit. Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, John, just stop. Right? Just like talking to me. So I'm like telling her how the policy works. And like, finding out their situation, it's like, clearly they're in like dire need of this coverage because, their income's not very high. They got no insurance. There's no way this lady's affording the house if something happens to her husband. And she knows that. That's why she sent the form in. And like, she's like, it's not even really, I had to talk her, I didn't even have to try to sell her or anything. It's just me going over the information. She's like, yeah, we need it. I know we need it. So we start to fill out the application. And this guy looks over and he's like, what the fuck did I tell you? He's like, I'm not buying shit. He's like, sir, it's time for you to leave. He's like, pack up your stuff. Nice to meet you. It's time to go. And his wife just looking over at him. She's like, John, just stop it. We're just doing the application. She's like, I'm sorry. He's been drinking all day and blah, blah, blah. He gets in his moods. And I'm like, yeah, it's no problem. So, we start going back to the application. He's like, you want to fill that out? He's like, you ask the guy who you're filling it out for the questions. Don't talk to her. He's like, I told you you need to leave. It's time to go. And I'm like, I can't even take this guy serious. I'm just like, trying not to laugh. And I said, ma'am, should we go to Starbucks or what? What do you want to do? And she's like, so we go out front, and he shakes my hand. He thinks I'm leaving. We go out in the front yard, sit at the little table on the front porch, and we write the policy up. And you know what? The craziest thing about the story, that's the largest monthly premium mortgage protection policy I've ever sold since I've been in this business. Of a house that I was like, there's no way I'm getting this policy, ends up being the biggest policy I've ever sold. So just, if you guys are in sales and, you're doing face-to-face and stuff, just don't always just roll over and take it. You know what I mean? You never know how the situation's gonna turn. You gotta find out all the information, But dude, that was classic.